Hello students, welcome back. So students, today's English class we will be continuing with our chapter 13. Okay, I'm sure you are having your English textbook besides you. You can open it. Keep a pencil with you. So just have a look at the screen. In the last class, we learned new words. We learned the meanings of some of the words. We also learned to frame sentences. We read about the author. Okay. Now, this class, we'll be proceeding with the lesson. So, this is the first paragraph on your screen. I will just read out to you. You can read along and observe the correct pronunciation. Yes, just pay attention. Every afternoon, as they were coming from school, the children used to play in the giant's garden. It was a lovely garden with soft green grass. Here and there over the grass stood beautiful flowers like stars, and there were 12 peach trees that in the springtime broke out into delicate blossoms of pink and pearl, and in the autumn bore rich fruit. The birds sat on the trees and sang so sweetly that the children used to stop their games in order to listen to them. How happy! Now this is the paragraph. We started with the chapter. The description about the giant's garden is given. How lovely it was. Everything, very lots of greenery in the garden. Beautiful flowers is mentioned. About the peach trees, number of peach trees is also mentioned in this paragraph. Then spring. Spring is a season. When the spring season, there is the flowers bloom. Okay, the trees, they bear fruits. Okay, and the colors of the peach tree like pink and pearl, and the peach, finally the fruit, that color is described over here. Then how the birds were sweetly singing, and the children, they were so attracted with the sounds of the birds chirping that the children used to stop their games and listen to them. Okay, so this is all about mentioned in this paragraph. So can we check out some of the questions from this para? Let us move ahead. Here on your screen we have this question for you students. Find the past tense of the following words. Now just go back to that paragraph and search for the words that I'll just give you the words here. See. Sing, bear, break, sit, cry. There are 5 words given. Come on fast. You just find the past tense of these words that have been written in white. You can search them very easily. You will find. I am sure you found. Sing is sang. That word is there. Bear, bore, bear fruit, bore fruit. Break, broke. Sit, sat. And cry is, the past tense is cried. I'm sure you have found all these words, students. Okay, can we move to the next question here? How many peach trees were there in the garden? How many peach trees were there in the garden? How many peach trees? Just find that line. In the 5th or the 6th line it is mentioned. There were 12 peach trees in the garden. Okay, shall we move ahead? Yes. Now, let me proceed with the next further. One day, the giant came back. He had been to visit his friend, the Cornish ogre, and had stayed with him for 7 years. After the 7 years were over, he had said all that he had to say for his conversation was limited, and he determined to return to his own castle. When he arrived, he saw the children playing in the garden. So now it's what do you understand from this paragraph? That the giant was not present there in that house, in that castle, and he had gone to visit his friend. And after 7 years, he returned back. And when he returned back, he saw that the children were playing in his garden. Let's check out some of the questions. How many years did the giant live with his friend? Very simple. The giant lived with his friend for 7 years. Next, find the antonym of the word departed from the passage. Antonym means opposite. So you have to search, find the word that is opposite of the word departed. I'm sure you can find it. Just try, students. In that paragraph, look at the second last line. Did you find this word? Arrived? Yes, arrived. The antonym of departed is arrived. Okay. So let us move ahead, students. Here we have, let us proceed further. We have this paragraph for you. Now let me read. What are you doing here? He cried in a very gruff voice, and the children ran away. This is my garden, said the giant, and I will not allow anybody to play in it but myself. So he built a high wall all around it and put up a notice board. Trespassers will be prosecuted. I'm sure you know the meaning of this word prosecuted. We had learned the meaning in the last class. Yes, he was a very selfish giant. The poor children had nowhere to go, nowhere to play. They tried to play on the road, but the road was very dusty and full of stones, and they did not like it. They used to wander around the high wall when their lessons were over and talk about the beautiful garden inside. How happy we were there, they said to each other. Now students, here just the giant, as we saw, he was a very selfish giant. He did not want the children to play in his garden, so he built a tall wall, and the children had no option. They were thinking, how could they play on the road, because the road was full of dust and hard stones that would hurt them. So they were just, they were very sad. They used to just wander around that wall, and they used to think of the times when they were playing in that garden, and they were so happy. They used to just sadly think about those times. Now let us check out some of the questions. What are you doing here? Who is the speaker? Yes, the giant is the speaker. Let's move ahead. Why did the children not like to play on the road? Why did they not like? Because, yes, here we have this answer. The children did not like to play on the road because the road was very dusty and full of hard stones. Yes, now we just move ahead. I'll read this paragraph for you. Then the spring came, and all over the country there was little blossoms and little birds. Only in the garden of the selfish giant it was still winter. The birds did not care to sing in it, as there were no children, and the trees forgot to blossom. Once a beautiful flower put its head out from the grass, but when it saw the notice board, it was so sorry for the children that it slipped back into the ground again and went off to sleep. The only people who were pleased were Snow and the Frost. The spring has forgotten this garden, they cried. so we will live here all year round. The snow covered up the grass with her grade. Now in this paragraph what you see is every full country the season had changed and it was spring season, but only in Giant's garden it was still winter. It was snowing and there was only all the full everywhere, all the trees and the flowers, they were all grass, they were all covered with snow, and there were no children in there. The birds did not like to sing there. And one day it so happened that one flower just popped out to out of its, just to show, it just showed up, but when it saw the notice board it just withdrew itself back, and was all were feeling very bad for the children. And only the people happy were who? The snow and the frost, because they were happy that they could live there all year around. Now let us check out the questions. The spring has forgotten this garden. Who are the speakers? Now who were the speakers? Obviously the snow and the frost. Let's move ahead. Snow covered up the grass with her great white cloak, and frost painted all the trees silver. Then they invited the north wind to stay with them, and he came. He wrapped in furs and he roared all day about the garden and blew up the chimney pots down. Very bad weather conditions there. Snow full, it was so chilly winter. Snow covered everywhere, all the green, and no sign of greenery. And everywhere the frost painted all the trees with, like, it was looking like silver and white. And then what happened? They invited the wind, north wind, to stay with them. And the wind came, and what he was wrapped in furs, and he roared a whole day. He used to make that sound, and he used to just with force he used to blow, and he blew the chimney pots down. Okay, the weather was very bad. Who invited the north wind? Yes, again the snow and the frost invited the north wind. Let's move ahead. This is a delightful spot, he said. We must ask the hail for a visit. So the hail came. Every day for 3 hours he rattled off on the roof of the castle till he broke most of the slates, and he ran round and round the garden as fast as he could go. He was dressed in grey and his breath was like ice. The frost, the wind, north wind, the snow, they were all, having a very good time. So they thought that we should call our friend Hail there for a visit. So now the hail has come. When the hail came, what did the hail do? For hours together, he used to just rattle. He used to shake off the roofs of the castle, broke many slates. Then he used to ran round and round the garden as fast as he could go. And he was also grey in color, and his breath was like ice, very chilled, cold weather. Okay. Now let's check out. What did the hail do? We just read about it. Hail rattled on the roof of the castle till he broke most of the slates, and then he ran round and round the garden as fast as he could go. So this was the answer. Now let's move ahead. We have this para. I cannot understand why the spring is so late in coming, said the selfish giant, as he sat at the window and looked out at his cold white garden. I hope there will be a change in the weather. Now what is happening? The giant is wondering why the season is not changing, why there is no spring here, why is it so late? So he was just looking out of the window and he was wondering, why is it why his garden is all white? I hope there will be a change in the weather. Now the giant is also getting very frustrated with the weather outside. Now let us check this answer. Was the giant happy with the weather? What did you feel so? Was he happy? No, the giant was not happy with the weather. He was looking forward for the weather to change. Okay, let's move ahead. But the spring never came, nor the summer. The autumn gave golden fruits to every garden, but to the giant's garden she gave none. He was too selfish, she said. So it was always winter there, and the wind north wind and the hail and the frost and the snow danced. They were all having a very good time. The spring did not come, the summer did not come, autumn gave golden fruit to every garden, but in giant's garden, no one they did not give, because what did autumn think? Autumn said that he felt that giant is too selfish. So let's check the answers. Why did the autumn not give any fruits to the giant's garden? Just now we mentioned about it. What was that? Why was it? The autumn did not give any fruits to the giant's garden because it felt that the giant was too selfish. Why did he feel so? Why did it feel so? Because the giant restricted the children's entry in his garden. Now, one morning the giant was lying awake in bed when he heard some lovely music. It sounded so sweet to his ears that he thought it must be the king's musician passing by. It was really only a. Now, why did the giant think when he what did the giant think when he heard some lovely music one morning? What did he think? So the giant thought it must be the king's musician passing by. So students, can we stop here? I think we should stop here, students. So we will meet in the next class. Till then, have a nice